But it is an expensive dream that involves laying new rail lines, building new stations, new locomotives, expensive and new high-speed corridors. As Modi's team nurtures the bullet dream, it can't be about survival. If the Indian Railways has to survive, it needs to thrive. As average Indian trains chug at speeds under 50 km per hour, Headlines Today takes the ultimate speed test to prove how shamefully we lag behind our eastern neighbour. Headlines Today travels out of Delhi and into the land of the dragon and finds the Indian Railways operating in the dark ages, lagging 5 times behind its Chinese counterpart. "65,000 kilometers of congested, badly stretched rail tracks versus over 1 lakh kilometers of rapidly expanding China Railway Corporation. India's sluggish trains competing with the dragon's fast pace. Not to forget the filth and rising accidents. The Indian Railways is clearly crying out for an urgent course correction, looking east for inspiration, speed and spinning money." Simi reaches the New Delhi railway station, the third busiest and one of the largest stations. Handles heavy traffic, approximately 300 trains and 500,000 passengers daily. Anjana reaches the glitzy Shanghai railway station. Rail staff is up and buzzing early in the morning. No such chance back home in Delhi.
Railways is a 24-hour network, but it's 6 o'clock in the morning. My train is about to leave the platform, but this customer care counter is closed.
But definitely, this looks like the best airports we have in India. The railway station clean, people standing in queues, heading for the security check. The security check that you can see. So we'll now be boarding and going ahead, and now we head for the security check.
Passengers at the Delhi railway station huff and puff. It's almost routine to find elevators and escalators out of order. Senior citizens and the disabled are clearly second priority. Heaps of garbage often line up platforms, and there are no provisions to keep stray animals away from the tracks.
While looking for a glass of clean drinking water at the New Delhi railway station, this is what the station has to offer. Would you like to drink out of these taps? Look at the surrounding area, extremely dirty. There's no one who's cleaned this for hours at end. The option that you have is to buy a bottle of drinking water. It would lead to more littering, and clearly it's not more eco-friendly.
So we're at the railway station and we're waiting inside to get the tickets, but till then I could roughly show you what this looks like. Yes, very interestingly, what we see at the airports in India, I'm seeing at the railway station. The kind of air hostesses you see there are ready to help people. The same kind of people here. So we're ready for the stunner, the bullet. Let's go.
Anjana gets ready to fly at a speed touching 330 kilometers per hour. She has to cover 1,318 kilometers to reach her destination. Her expected travel time under 5 hours. While Simi has to cover around 270 kilometers between Delhi to Jaipur. The distance is 5 times less than Anjana's. Yet, her expected travel time may well be the same.
Shatabdis and Rajdhanis are some of the best trains that the Indian Railways can boast of. But can they match up to the high-quality bullet trains in China? We're about to board the Ajmer Rajdhani to Jaipur. Let's find out.
We're booked on an executive class coach in the Rajdhani. It's the best that this high-speed train has to offer. There are approximately 56 seats in the compartment, comfortable and spacious. The air conditioning works just fine, but it is a bumpy ride.
Chinese bullet trains are very smooth. A lot of times you can't even make out that you're on the move. Let's try and see if Indian trains are equally stable. I have these 2 batteries here with me. I'm going to place them on this tray and see if they're able to survive the jitters. Clearly now, this is what you have to deal with while traveling, while eating also. It's a problem where you're having a sip of coffee and suddenly there's a jolt, you can spill it all over. This is not something that you have to encounter in bullet trains that are being promoted in China.
Hundreds of kilometers away, Anjana flies towards Beijing in the bullet train. It's smooth sailing.
Even as the trains races at 300 kilometers per hour. Immense speed. Let's do a little reality check on the kind of stability you have inside the bullet train. I have with me 2 batteries. Let's place them here on the floor and let's see how it goes. Here. I've placed both the batteries on the floor, and by the movement you can understand how stable it is inside the train.
The quality of food in the Shatabdi does meet your bare minimum requirements, but it's nothing special. I've ordered a vegetarian breakfast. I've got cutlets and 2 slices of brown bread, a little bit of butter. There's also an option of South Indian breakfast, but if you're looking for anything high-end, it's not available even on one of India's finest trains.
China's bullet trains would leave any Indian train behind on every count. Luxury, comfort, food hygiene and cleanliness.
I have my coffee and my fruits in my hand, but very interestingly, at the speed of 300 kilometers per hour, I had no problem in moving around here. There is no problem of holding on to the sides. We're next to the pantry and this is what it looks like. To just give you a rough picture, food plates, well packed, pre-cooked, are all being kept here in the pantry, and this is just before the train, the bullet actually takes off.
The pantry on board the Shanghai-Beijing bullet train is fully stocked, but there's another food counter too. The bullet train delivers the perfect combo, speed with comfort. With Simi Pasha in Delhi, Bureau Report, Headlines Today. Our comfortable train journey from Shanghai to Beijing is soon to be replicated in India. The first bullet train will roll between Mumbai and Ahmedabad. The proposed Diamond Quadrilateral will connect the 4 metros. Trains are expected to roll at maximum speeds of 320 kilometers per hour. But the massive project will need considerable expenditure and time before it takes off. Despite the grand plans, already many voices are rising against the bullet dream. Issues of security and hygiene remain unaddressed. Can the automatic linking of fares with fuel prices deal with the piling complaints of passengers and even railway officials?
गुड़गांव का स्टेशन देख के मैं शॉक्ड हो गया हूँ। इतना गंदा है, पूरा फिल्थ है। And they should actually, they are thinking of bullet trains and all that. इनको जो existing facilities हैं उनको तो improve करें.
Mr. Modi is more concerned about developing the quadrilateral program, like he wants to connect major metros through railways. But as far as I'm concerned, as a user of this, because recently he has just hiked the prices off. First, he just better concentrate on improvising the services for the users.
If you see the condition of the New Delhi railway station, which is supposed to be one of the biggest railway stations in India, if you see the condition, it's pathetic as of now. Then we come on to the railways. Railways maintenance is again in not as as good a condition as it is supposed to be.
I've travelled through various compartments of the Shatabdi Express, but there's absolutely no security presence here at all. There are no security guards on the train. This is a crucial link that we're on the Delhi-Ajmer. Lots of tourists take this train. People who want to visit either the Ajmer Sharif Dargah or the temple at Pushkar. But the absence of security guards on this train is actually a huge shock. There are several stops that come on the way between Delhi and Jaipur. Anyone can board this train. The absence of security guards is a huge issue that the railways needs to address.
इस रूट पे पुलिस है ही नहीं. इसके बारे में हम हाई अथॉरिटीज़ को काफ़ी बार लिख चुके हैं. बाकी और शताब्दियों में हमारी आरपीएफ की सिक्योरिटी है.
Hygiene and sanitation are issues that most passengers complain about. Let's take a look at the kind of toilets that are available on the Shatabdi, one of the finest trains that India has to offer. There's water spilled over. The toilets are obviously stinking. Why is it that our trains have to serve like a moving litter box? Why can't we have suction toilets that are available on the flights as well? If you look, if you compare our toilets to those available on the bullet trains, there's a marked difference. This is something that the Indian Railways needs to focus on. Travel becomes extremely inconvenient if you have dirty toilets. These are long journeys that people have to undertake, and it's extremely uncomfortable if you don't have access to a clean bathroom.
We're on the train, 300 kilometers per hour, but this is the place between 2 compartments, and I'm here just to give you a feel of how these gates, if you aboard Indian Railways, then maybe in the slipper cars you'll see people opening the gate, having their cigarette, but here no chances. So security is one of the biggest concerns, and that is how it is done. In fact, even the connection between two compartments. You can see how it's properly done and very distinct from what happens in India. You see people actually sitting here at different places. So it gives an absolutely different picture. Now, in case you need water, here's the place to come, and here you can take water from this tap for yourself. This is drinking water. I want to give you a rough feel of this place between two compartments. There are fire extinguishers in case of any emergency. At every second step you find them. Then in case you want to throw something, these are all closed cables and you can put your thing into the dustbin. Very neatly done, very neatly organized so that the train remains absolutely clean. But now from here, we will move on to the next part because I want to give you a feel of what the toilets and the washrooms here look like. Interestingly, very small but clean. You can say it gives you a feel of the kind of washrooms we've seen in our aeroplanes. Here, the system that's in place, let's give you a picture of that. The vacuum suction flush systems are in place. The ones that you have on the aeroplanes and definitely not in Indian Railways. So with this, you can understand the kind of system that is in place. Roughly the other side, here, the soap wash, everything is in place.
It is a journey that would take a regular Indian train at least 10 hours. But the bullet takes less than half the time, bringing us to our scheduled stop, Beijing, in under 5 hours.
The bullet train journey from Shanghai to Beijing is just over for me. But for India, the journey has just begun.
Speed is a huge issue for the Indian Railways. We are on board one of the fastest trains in the country, the Shatabdi Express. But this train also covers the distance between Jaipur and Delhi, which is approximately 300 kilometers in 4.5 hours. If you compare this timing to that of the bullet train in China, the Chinese bullet train would have covered this distance in only 1 hour.
Not just delivering on speed, for Mr. Prime Minister, the bullet train project poses a multi-pronged challenge. Ensuring safety, setting up costs, running expenses and delivering quickly on a dream that he sold India. Will Team Modi be able to deliver the bullet dream? The challenge has been laid out. Mr. Modi, your time starts now.